Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Patton's Best. Today we'll check the combat calendar yet again, and we'll see if we're gonna have a fifth day of combat or if our task force is actually gonna see a day without combat. So we need to transfer our after action report to a new paper. So we'll start by tank model, which is still the M4A1, which is slightly better than the normal M4. We have our commander, who's a sergeant, Mutin, at rating of 6. And then we have Vince C, our gunner, who has a 6 in rating as well. And then we have W. Peterson as loader with a combat rating of 7. That's pretty good. Our driver, J. Irish Harkin, has a rating of 5. And our assistant driver, Private William N, has a rating of 6. And our tank name is Vegas. All right. We have a total of 1 VP. And that's going to be my commander, who hasn't taken part in too many combats since he was sent to the hospital after our first tank got destroyed. All right, so we are back to the combat calendar, and we are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days away from actually me and the driver getting back from the hospital. So I'm hoping that we're going to have a few days now of not combat, but we'll see what happens. We're going to roll now for the 31st of July, the last of July. On a roll of 2 or lower, we have combat. And we roll 10, so we actually make it without combat for the very first day. So I'll just draw a line. And then the 1st of August, again on a roll of 2 or lower, we have combat, and we have rolled a 2. So it does seem like we're gonna have a lot of combat, so please don't get too disappointed with me that I'm filling out the days with calling for artillery and air support. 1st of August 1944, and it's gonna be an advance with light resistance. All right. Those are light resistance. Then we go here, record the date scenario code, record the model of Sherman, record the tank's name, record crew ratings, consult the weather table. So we go ahead and roll 2d10 and consult the weather. And we have still in August, we roll 25, which is gonna be clear. So we mark that on our after action report. Determine the amount of daylight available this day from the sunrise and sunset chart. And I believe it's the same in August. Yes, July and August is the same. So it's not before September that the days will actually become shorter. During December, the days are actually quite short, from 7:45 a.m. to 4 p.m. So right now we're awake at 5 a.m. and we can fight on until 7:15 p.m. So that's quite a big difference. All right. Determine time and ammo already spent from the time elapsed table. So we roll 1d10. And we roll a 10. So that's going to be 5 plus 1 hour. So that's 6 hours already passed. So we are going to be a little bit pressured for this day of combat. As you know, I've told you in previous videos, I want to capture at least one objective, so one exit area, for me to consider the day successful. If I don't capture that one area, I kind of consider it like we failed. Ammo expended. Okay, we should have consulted ammo availability before. but doesn't matter. We can roll on the ammo table now. I mean, I'm gonna load up my gun as usual with the 70 HE rounds. I'm gonna load it with 10 HEBI and then 11 AP, right? And then we'll roll on the ammo table, and we roll a 4, so that's gonna be 20 extra HE rounds and 10 extra 30 cal ammo boxes for an advanced scenario. Alright, so with a roll of 10 then, we will have spent a total of 20 HE rounds, so that removes all of those extra HE rounds I was forced to carry, and then a total of 10 30 cal boxes. So it actually removes exactly as much as I was ordered to carry extra. So that's perfect, because we don't want those extra HE rounds, since they will increase the likelihood of the tank to explode in case we get fired on with AT Panzerfaust or enemy tank. Okay. Determine amount of daylight, determine time and ammo, prepare for battle, determine your tank's deployment from the deployment table. Alright. Whoops. And we're all 43, which is stopped, and we're not moving. Very good. Okay, so we don't put any marker at all, since we're stopped, we're not moving, we're not hold down. And we are certainly not the lead tank. Mark any open hatches, and I'm gonna keep all of them open. Face the tank at everything direction beside, marked around in the main gun. We're gonna keep HE loaded, and we're gonna keep ups. I always do that. AP, 8 AP in our radio rack. We're not going to position the loader and command spot markers, since we are buttoned up. We aren't buttoned up. We have placed control markers. We have marked the weather. We don't need to mark the weather because it's clear. Alright, determine start area. We roll a 4, so start area is going to be area number 4 over here. We put our task force marker. We roll on the exit area table, and we roll a 4. Start area 4, and we then roll a 4. So exit area is area number 6. Oh, that's going to be a very easy objective for us to take today, because I mean, I kind of jinxed it now, but it's only 1, 2, 3 areas away. So I'd be surprised if we ran into too much trouble. Let's see. Okay, and now we get to check resistance for free in one area. So of course we're going to check the B area here, and we roll a 7. And that is light resistance with light resistance expected for the day. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark up 15 minutes of time, call some artillery into that place, and I roll a 6. We do get artillery, and then we're gonna move into this area. So we spent 3 fuel, so I'm down from 35 to 33 fuel. And let's see, we're gonna go ahead and spend another 45 minutes of time, because there is no connecting road, so we're moving in the whatever nature, whatever you call it, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll 1d10 for advanced fire, and we roll 10. Ooh, that's gonna be 5 HE rounds and 5 30 cal boxes. So we're down to 25 30 cal boxes and 65 HE rounds. Remember, you gotta have HE loaded. Unless you have HE loaded in your main gun, you cannot use advanced fire. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead now to check if there is combat. There's gonna be combat on a roll of 8 or higher, and we roll a 3, so there is no combat in the first zone. We remove the artillery support marker, and that means we have also scored our first victory point for the day. We check for free the resistance in B. We roll a 5. That is going to be another light resistance. And we go ahead and mark 15 minutes up for calling for artillery. And we roll a 5, so artillery support is granted. we go ahead and move into that area. And we have a dirt road this time, so it's just going to take us 30 minutes to get over there. And then we roll 1d10 on, before we do that, we spend 2 fuels, we're down to 31 fuel. And then we roll for advancing fire, we roll a 1, so that's not going to be anything because you round down. So 0.5 becomes 0. And then we roll to see if there's combat. Again, there's going to be combat on 8 or higher. We roll 6, there is no combat. So we mark out again 1 VP for captured area. There we go. And that means now that we can get into our exit area. We roll for resistance. It's a 6, so that is gonna be light. We mark off now 30 minutes because we're gonna go ahead and call for air support. And on a 1 to 4 we get it. We get a 7, so we don't get it, but we also get to call for an artillery strike. As you know, we roll a 2 on that, so we do get the artillery strike that we wanted. And then we go ahead and move into the exit area. We are task force. We spend 2 fuel, so I'm down from 31 to 29. We spend, let's see, there's no roads, 45 minutes of time traveling. And then we roll again on the advanced fire. I roll a 4, so that's going to be 2 of each. So from 25 to 23 30 cal boxes, and from 65 HE rounds to 63. And then we roll to see if there's combat. Combat is going to occur on a roll of 1 to 7 with the modifier. And we roll a 5, so there's no combat. And that means we have successfully captured today's objective, which is the exit area. Perfect. Okay. We clean off the board. And then we roll for a new starting area. And we roll a 4. The same starting area. We roll now for the exit area. And we roll a 10. So starting area 4, rolling of 10. Exit area is going to be 9. Ooh, that is far away. That is very far away indeed. Quite a difference, you know. Here it was before, and now it's over here. That is a long way to go. Which way would be the safest for us? Because I'm constantly thinking about, you know, just for me, what matters is being safe. I think I'm gonna take this route up B, then. Probably gonna go through the woods and then A and then B and then A. Because on this side we only have A, and C. C is even worse than A, obviously. The C is where you really want to stay out of. Very high probability of combat, very high probability of having enemies spawning very close to you. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go, so we will roll for resistance here on B on the left side. And we roll an 8, so that is gonna be medium resistance, I believe. Yes, sir. That's too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for A instead then. Or actually, I might go, because I wanted to go this way because it has a prepared road. But I might go with the dirt road instead then. So I'll roll for this B area. I'll spend 50 minutes of time scouting ahead, and we have light resistance. So I'm gonna go that direction instead. I'm gonna go ahead and call in for artillery. And we roll 10, so that's a failed artillery roll. That's not very often, so we'll try again. And we roll 1, that's better. Artillery support, thank you. Whoops, wrong one. We move into the area. We spend 2 fuel, so we go from 29 to 27. And we spend a total of 30 minutes since we have a dirt road. And we roll on advancing fire. We roll a 3 this time, so that's going to be 1 30 cal box. We go from 23 to 22, and from 63 HE main rounds to 62. And we roll to see if there is combat. Combat will occur on 8 or higher. And we roll a 1, so there's definitely no combat. And that is another VP for us. We get to roll for B for 3. Ah, come on. 8. We have medium. Don't like that. Okay, then the question is, should I move to A perhaps? Okay, I'm gonna spend 15 minutes to see what's in A. We roll a 1, so that means we have light resistance in A. So we're gonna instead take the dirt road here to the left. But before we do that, we'll call for artillery. Takes 50 minutes of time. We roll a 6. So we are successful in getting artillery. We move in here on the dirt road. We go from 27 to 25 in fuel. And we roll on advancing fire. We roll a 1. So again, no ammo spent. Very lucky roll. And combat will occur on a roll of 1 to 7 since it's an A area. And we roll a 3. So where are these rolls when I'm checking on the combat calendar? Where are these low rolls then? Very strange, isn't it? Well, anyway, we roll a 3, so there's no combat. Remove the artillery support marker. And we note another VP here. Okay, there we go. And let's see what we want to do now. We want to check resistance for this area here. And roll a 6, so that is going to be light resistance. And we're going to go ahead now and roll for 1 artillery support request, 15 minutes. And roll 4, so we have our artillery support, thank you. And we go ahead and move in. That's going to spend 2 fuel. We go from 25 to 23, and then it takes 45 minutes. Unfortunately, because we have no direct road. 45 minutes, we roll for advancing fire. 9. Okay, that's going to be 4. So we go from 22 30 cal boxes to 18. And we go from 62 HE main rounds to 58. And we roll for combat. It's a B area, so it's going to be 8 or higher. And we roll a 1, so there is no combat. And that means we get our 5th captured area. Very nice indeed. We roll for resistance at B. We roll a 9, so that is going to be medium resistance. We'll go ahead. There's no way we're going to reach, but we'll try anyway to see if we can do it. But I'll roll 50 minutes I'll spend to scout in this area. And we roll a 3. So anyway, this is a very good tactic, I think. In the beginning of the war, try to avoid battle if you can, because what you want is for your crews to have a high rating. The higher rating they have, the higher chance for you to survive, because first of all, you're going to be able to easily spot and identify those damn Tigers and then 88 guns who will become much more less lethal, most likely. And second of all, if you have a crew rating of 35 or higher, you get to choose which tank to replace your tank during refit, if refit is something you reach. And then you can choose a jumbo, you can choose an Easy 8, you know, a really good tank with high armor and a good gun. And also, if you get, I think, 30 or higher, you also get gyro training. So there is many reasons why you should be careful in the beginning of the campaign. Even though it might not be so enjoyable to watch me, you know, sneak around the countryside of France. We'll request an artillery strike here. And we roll a 1, so we get that artillery strike. We move in with our task force. There is no direct road. We spend 2 fuel. We go to 21 fuel now. Spend 45 minutes of time traveling. We roll for advancing fire yet again. And we roll a 2, so that's going to be a 1. From 18 to 17, 30 cal boxes. From 58 to 57 HE rounds. We roll to see if there's combat in this A area. We need to roll a 7 or higher. And we roll a 9, so we actually get our first round of combat. Kind of feels actually first time I'm ever relieved to see combat. So we mark up 15 minutes of time because combat happens. And let's get rid of this for now. We'll start by placing out our advanced fire markers. And then we go ahead and activate 2 enemy units. 76. So that's going to be an AT gun. And 16. That is going to be a truck. There we go. Something for us to kill the truck, that is. Okay, let's look at the battle board placement tables. We'll start with the 88. Range 8 for an 80 gun is long range, and that's not actually the range, that's the area. So it's going to be this area, the center one, and then we'll roll for range, and we roll a 0, which is 10, so it's going to be long range. And then we roll for the truck, 7, which is also here, and range, we roll a 4. Let's see, truck 4, that is medium range. And then we roll for vehicle facing for the truck. We roll a 7, which is side. Then we roll for terrain for the 80 gun. We roll a 1. So infantry targets, we have area type is A, so woods. And then we have the truck. We roll an 8. Vehicle targets 8. It's in the open. It's in the open. All right. And then we go ahead and check advanced fire for our 88. And we go ahead and look at the friendly action table. To kill the 88, which is an 80 gun, we need 1 to 20. But we do have the minus 3 times 3 because we have for each sector controlled sector marked US control. So 1 to 29 we kill the AT gun. And we roll 51, so that's not a kill. And that's it for our advanced fire markers. Sometimes it pays off, but certainly not every time. However, we still have artillery support, so we go ahead and roll again on the friendly action table. Now for the 80 gun, we have some modifiers here. We have, let's see, artillery versus 80 gun targeting woods, so -3, but we do not have the ones for the sectors because that's not regarding friendly action, not artillery action. So instead of 1 to 20, it's going to be 1 to 23 to kill the 80 gun. And we roll 44, so that's not a kill. We roll for the truck. Let's see, a truck 1 to 6 to kill. However, artillery fire versus vehicles +10, so that's going to be a 150 to kill instead. Yes, sir. And we roll 38, so the truck is gone. And we go ahead and mark that off on our off-direction report. 1 truck killed by friendly forces, so that is 1 VP. Remember, you don't get VP for advancing fire, as that seems the enemy is retreating, that you're not actually killing it, but for airstrikes and artillery you do get VP, which is another reason why it's pretty cool to spam just artillery and airstrikes. You get VP for it. Alright, we have that 88. We're gonna roll now to see if the enemy gets an ambush, and I hope they don't. 6, they get an ambush. On a roll of 1 to 7 they do, so they basically get an ambush almost every time. Alright, that means we are gonna go ahead and start by consulting the enemy action table for advanced scenario. So roll 2 d10 and we roll 5. And since it's an ambush, we have, let's see, +20 in the roll. So that 5 turns into a 25. And with a roll of 25, the 80 gun actually doesn't do anything, it seems. Nope, do nothing. Let's see here. Ambush turn, dice roll, +20. Yeah, that's it. The 80 gun doesn't do anything. I'm guessing he's preparing some, crazy stunt. We roll on the random events table. And we roll 35. 35 is mines, yet again. Nope, it's not. It's harassing fire. Ooh, no. I don't like harassing fire, because harassing fire Your tank is sprayed with small weapons fire. Roll on the collateral damage table, and that can effectively kill one of our crew members. Okay, we roll on the collateral damage table, and we're all 50. That's not a good number, I believe. Whew, 50, no effect. That's a very good number. 1 to 50, no effect. Okay, super. And we have no modifiers, I believe. Nope. Okay, so I like that number. All right, enemy action is complete. We now go to the normal battle round sequence. Smoke depletion phase. Spotting phase. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and attempt to spot that 88. We'll start with, let's see, now it can be good to have the after action report because you see the ratings of your crew, and all of them can spot front now because, you know, all of their hatches are open, and the gunner obviously does not have a hatch. When we look at the tank card here, the gunner can spot turret front only, so only in this area here. And we have the loader has the highest rating, 7. So we are gonna start with spotting with the loader, W. Peterson. And the loader spots because he rolls lower than him, so it's spotted, but it's not identified. For it to be identified, we have to roll at least half the crew ratings that we have. So for example, with a 6, we would have to roll 3. It's rounded down, unfortunately. So we'll try with the commander now. We need a roll of 3 or lower, but we get an 8. We'll try with the gunner, also a 3 or lower, we get a 9. We'll try with our assistant driver, and we get a 1, so it's identified. Remember one thing here, because it's quite easy to forget. If you haven't effectively spotted the target, and if you roll a 9 or a 10, it actually becomes hidden. So we can see that if we look at the spotting table, unmodified rolls of 9 or 10 always means the target is hidden from view in its current position and spotting is impossible. However, those unmodified rolls are only if the target is unspotted. So that's why you want to start spotting with the highest numbered crew rating crew member, because that will decrease the likelihood of that happening. Alright, so it's spotted, so now we roll on the enemy vehicle gun appearance table, and we hope that we roll a very low roll here, okay? It's not a very low roll, but it's better than an 88. We have a 80 gun, which is a 75L. Okay, that's a real 88. 88. 75L, pack 40. Alright. I actually like the identification part of the game. And I know that not many people like it, but I actually enjoy it because it's not so fun when you're dealing with 80 guns, but if you're dealing with self-propelled guns and especially tanks, I find it really exciting because once you get a better tank and you start a little bit hunting some tanks, you know, you kind of want those really rare big guns, because, you know, like, what if you could actually get it in close range, you know, showing its rear, you know, it would be epic to take out a King Tiger, for example. So I actually like the system. It's exciting anyway, rolling on this enemy vehicle gun appearance table. All right, we are going to go ahead and do crew actions. Order segment, mark crew battle actions on the tank card. Okay, so what are we gonna do here, guys? Not much we can do actually to an 80 gun at long range. Not much at all. We could I mean, simply just move forward, trying to take him out, you know. Anyway, with the commander, I am gonna go ahead and fire the AAMG, covering fire. And then with the gunner, I'll fire the coaxial MG. With the loader, I'm not going to do anything. With the driver, I'm going to go ahead and move forward. And then with our assistant driver, I am firing the bow MG. I wonder if this whoops. I wonder if it wasn't the case that I could actually fire my submachine gun too. Yes, that's correct. Actually, the loader can fire the SMG. Normally it's just the commander, but in any tank with a B turret, this is a B turret, the loader can also fire the SMG, the Thompson. So then we have a lot of covering fire going on, so that's gonna, you know, help us in case any Panzerfausts show up in the random event phase. All right, crew actions, tank movement. So we start with the movement here on the driver. And we're all on the movement table. So we're all 2d10. I could direct movement now, but... And we roll 74 forward, no accident. And you know, we have no modifiers that matter because there's no bad weather. And then we're all on part 2, effects on enemy units. So we moved forward, we roll a d10, and we roll a 6, so that means no effect on enemy units, unfortunately. Okay, and that's it. What did I roll? 47, I believe I rolled. And there is a special rule here when you're actually moving with your tank, with the fuel, and that is the following. If the colored die, the red one, is a 1 or a 3, mark off 1 unit of fuel. But I believe we rolled a 47, so then we just made it without having to spend 1 fuel point. And that's when you're moving either reverse or forward, not when you're pivoting in combat, that is. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll for our machine guns. And you know the deal with machine guns. On a roll of 1 to 30, you spend 1 ammo box of that type of machine gun. On a roll of 98, 99, or 97, you have a weapon malfunction on that gun. And I'm just going to quickly look at that. Yes, 98, 99, 100. So we'll start with the submachine gun. And that's actually, I think that's unnecessary to roll for, because I believe that the machine gun is actually, the submachine gun that is the only gun that cannot break and will not spend ammo. So we'll roll on the bow MG first instead. And we roll a 1, so that is definitely gonna be 1 ammo box spent. So we go from 17 to 16. And then we roll on the coaxial. And we roll 85. And then on the AAMG, and we roll 39. And let's see, on a roll of 1 to 30, oh, we're good. And remember that 50 cal, it actually only has 6 ammo boxes, so quite a lot less than other MGs. We put out our markers. So the coaxial and the bow, they can only be in the front, you know, the bow can only be in the front of the hull, and the coaxial, of course, in front of the turret, so that's going to go here automatically. The submachine gun will spray that to our right, and the 50 cal will spray that to our left. So we're basically covered now in case we have a random event with a Panzerfaust. All right, let's put this aside, and that should be the end of my turn. We go to enemy action phase. So we roll now again for the AT gun. See what they make. 79, that sounds like a bad number. So close to firing at your tank. Okay, 79, that's fire any tank, but would fire at your tank instead if you are firing at its front. Okay, cool. What actually, no, that's a tank I'm looking at now. 79 is fire at lead tank. Okay, so it's firing at the lead tank. It is firing, let's see, a 75L is firing at long range, so they need a 22 or lower to kill. And I roll a 38, so they don't manage to kill anything. Okay, we roll now on the friendly action table, and we need a 1 to 20 to kill, but with the -9 modifier, we need a 29 or lower to take him out. And we roll a 64, so it's a no-go. Then we go ahead and roll on the random events table. And we roll a 1. Time passes. Okay, that actually never happened, I think, to me. Only, okay, it did happen once, right? But anyway, we mark off 50 minutes as time passes. And then we go back to our turn. And we're gonna go ahead and just keep the same orders. So let's start by rolling on the movement table. And we roll 56, which is no accident. And then we'll go ahead and roll on effect on enemy units. And it's a 5, so that is gonna be redetermining facing, but it's an 80 gun, so it doesn't have a facing. So unfortunately, again, we don't get closer to the gun, even though we're trying. But, you know, they're kind of very far away, I'm guessing. So then we roll to see if there's any ammo spendure or, you know, ammo malfunctions. We roll first for the 50 cal, and we roll 60, no problem. Bow MG, and we roll 12, so that's going to be 1 ammo box spent. Everything under 30 spends an ammo. So we're down to 15 now, 30 cal boxes. And then we roll for the coaxial. And we roll 53, no problem. Remember that you don't have to roll for the submachine gun, right? So then again we roll for enemy action, advanced scenario, 80 gun. And we roll 40. And on a 40, the 80 gun will fire at any tank. Okay, and we're still at long range. It still needs a 22 or lower to kill that tank. And he rolls 63, so it's a no-go for him. We roll on the friendly action table. We need 1 to 29 to take him out. And we roll 81. 81 is going to put smoke on him. Remember, the smoke rolls are for unmodified rolls, and anything over 80 with an 80 gun puts smoke. And then we roll on the random event table. And we roll what? 87? 87 means that we have flanking fire, so we will attack him once again. But there are a few modifiers now. So first of all, we have base numbers. Let's see, where do we have friendly action table? For each smoke marker in the target zone, we have plus 10. So the flanking fire takes out itself, so it's still going to be 1 to 29 to kill that guy. Let's see if there's anything about smoke. Anything more about smoke, I mean. Oh, okay, so 1 to 29 again. We roll 34, so it's a miss. And that is the end of this turn. We go to next battle turn, smoke depletion phase. Let's see, spotting phase, nope. Crew actions, we do the same actions again. We go ahead and roll again on the movement table. Let's see, so I'm not forgetting anything. Nope. Movement table, we roll 21 on that, so that means no accident. We need to have a 98 or higher to get an accident. Effect on enemy units, 0, that's a 10, so nothing happens. We did spend 1 point of fuel though, as the color die showed a 2. And on a 1 to 3, it's going to spend 1 fuel. So we're down to 20 fuel. And again, we're not getting closer. So it's actually really hard to get close to enemies. So hard to get close to people. Roll for the 30 cal. That's 1 box of ammo spent. We now go from 6 boxes to 5. And then we roll for the bow MG. That's another ammo box spent. On the 30 cals, we're down to 14 boxes. And then we roll for the last one. Ooh. Okay, 95, so we made it. It was very close to being 99. Very close indeed. And that's it for our turn. It's going to be the enemy's turn. We roll again on enemy action. table, advanced scenario for the 80 gun, and we roll 16. Do nothing. It's quite a boring battle, this one, eh? Random event table and, friendly action table. And again, we need 1. This time we actually need 1 to 19 to kill him because we have a plus 10 because of the smoke. And we roll 64, so that's not a kill. We roll on random events table. 93, so again we have flanking fire, so again we get to fire on him. And now the flanking fire modifier takes out the smoke modifier, so again we need a 1 to 29 to kill him. And we get 57, so this guy really does not want to die. I can understand him because I don't want to die either. We take away the smoke marker from him because we are now at the next battle round, smoke depletion phase. Or the phase, you know the deal, we keep going at him, we want to get closer, we want to take him out. Maybe it's stupid, but come on guys, we can't chicken all day. 54 and movement table, that's fine, no accident. Effect on enemy units, we roll a 7. No effect on enemy unit, he stays where he is. So it doesn't matter how much forward we roll. We roll for the 50 cal, and that is okay. We roll for the bow MG, that's okay. And we roll for the other MG, that's okay. No gun malfunctions, no ammo spender. We roll again on the enemy action table. We roll 44 this time. Fires at any tank. It needs to roll 22 or lower to kill. 57, no kill. We roll on friendly action. We need 1 to 29 to take him out. And we roll 9. So finally we take that son of a gun out. And we mark off 180 kill. Let's see. Knocked out 80 gun. Okay, that was kind of intense because it felt like it was going on for a long time. Spotted, yes sir. And that's it. Let's remove these as well. That was one long round of combat, man. Driver marker. Actually, we should actually keep these because there could be enemies coming now on the random event. Wasn't that? Let's see. Okay, we have a random event to solve, and we roll 74. And that's enemy reinforcements, guys. I told you. 8. Enemy reinforcements activate 1 additional enemy unit for an advanced scenario, and 2 for battle or counterattack. But this is an advanced scenario, so we're good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and look at the enemy activation table. We roll 2d10. 12, which is light weapons. Okay, we're gonna murder you, dude. Because we're so pissed. Rolling on the battle board placement table. It's gonna go here. And range is gonna be medium. So if I had, you know, my cover there and the advanced fire and he spawned here, I would actually get to try to kill him. On a roll of 1, he's gonna be in an A area. He's gonna be in the woods. He is in the woods. I think that's it. We're going to smoke depletion phase. There's no smoke. Open hatches. I'll close my hatches. There's no reason to actually show him my faces, since he can actually fire at me. And I'll have to roll on the collateral damage table. So that means... okay, actually spotting is before. Spotting is actually before closing of hatches. So let's do this right, because I don't want to confuse you. So spotting phase is first. We'll start, of course, again with our loader, W. Peterson, who needs a 7 or lower to spot. He rolls an 8, so that's not enough. We roll with the commander, who needs a 6 or lower. We roll a 3, so he is spot, and he would also be identified if he was an 80 gun. Self-propelled gun or tank. Then we go ahead and close our hatches. We get to choose new orders. Is there any way to hit this guy on medium range? I'm guessing with the main gun. I could try with the main gun, and with machine guns, the only ones are the coaxial and the AA. And I can't fire the AA since I'm buttoned up. So, let's see. We'll move forward. We'll not fire the SMG here. We'll fire the main gun. Or actually, maybe we shouldn't move. Let's stop. Also, I should have a moving marker on me since I'm moving. I should put that there a long time ago. Sorry about that. We're not gonna fire the main the AAMG, but we are gonna direct fire. Gunner fires the main gun, and our assistant driver will fire the BOMG as advancing fire, and the driver is just gonna stop, so we stop moving. And the loader's not really much he can do, I'm afraid. Nope, he's not gonna do anything then. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do our crew action phase. Tank movement, so we stop. And then we, let's see, then it's, I think, firing. So we'll fire the main gun first. And we are firing in with a 75, so we look at to hit target, infantry targets, medium range. We can choose between direct fire and area fire, and we are going to choose area fire this time, because we can see to hit with direct fire, we need a 30 or lower to hit. And then we have modifiers, target in woods plus 10. So that's not very good for us. See here, it's the first shot, and we need a commander is not directing fire, but from an unopened hatch. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use area fire at medium range, and let's look at our modifiers. Bottomed up plus 10, so then we need a 50 instead of a 60 to hit. And there is a note here, 3. The button up modifier applies to the first shot at a new target when either the commander is not directing fire, or when he is directing it but from an unopened hatch. Okay, so 60 turns into a 50. Crew gun rating, and that's gonna be from the loader, from the commander, and from the from the gunner. So that's 3 ratings we're gonna take. Commander 6, gunner 6, that's 12, and loader 7, only when he's loading, remember that. And also if he's loading, he cannot spot. That's kind of confusing because the load has a spot marker. But anyway, 12 plus 7, that should be 19. So we have a 19 modifier there, that's pretty good. 19, so our 50 then turns into a 69. And then all of these marked sectors are not, the modifiers marked with the star do not apply to area fire. Okay, so we start rolling now. We need a 69 or lower to hit the light weapons. And we roll 80. That's crap. That is crap, I tell you. Okay, so we go ahead and mark off 1 HE round here. We go from 57 to 56. And then we do our machine gun fire. So our gunner, our assistant driver used the BOMG in close range here. And we roll to see if there's any malfunction. Nope, 98 or higher. And that's it for my turn. We go now to enemy action. Enemy action, advanced scenario, we roll for light weapons, and we roll 55, and 55 is move back, so he actually moves, let's see, back here. Then he becomes unspotted, unfortunately, and we put a moving marker on him, and we roll for new terrain, and we roll a 10, and 10 for infantry targets in an A area is open. So he has currently no terrain. And then we roll on friendly action, and we need 1 to 30 to kill him with the modifiers 1 to 39. Let's see, so I don't forget something. And we roll 7, so we take out that light weapon squad with friendly fire, so we note it on our after action report. 1 VP. And now we roll on the random event table. And we roll 74. Is more reinforcements? Yes, sir, it is. Enemy reinforcements. So we roll once on the activation table again. And we roll 60. So that's going to be light weapons again. All right. I guess they did not get enough. If we're happy, lucky, they can spawn here. We roll for zone 4. Nope, it's going to be here. Range 9. I think that is long. That's medium. And then we roll for terrain. We roll a 4, so that's going to be woods. Okay. And then we roll for our turn again. We're going to go ahead and, let's see here, spotting phase first. Let's see who we can spot with. We can spot with, let's see, we wanted to spot with our loader. And loader can any one sector when he's buttoned up. So he's going to spot him. Try to spot him. And we roll a 1. And also look, actually the loader can't, because remember we loaded the main gun. So that means, that's why I put the marker there, because it says in the rules when loader is loading cannot spot. So unfortunately we can't spot with him. So we have to re-roll even though we rolled perfectly. Let's see who we are going to try with. We are going to try with the commander buttoned up any one sector. And we roll an 8, so that's unsuccessful. Can we spot with someone else? Nope. Driver and assistant driver, tank front only. Gunner, tank front only. Or turret front only. So we're done. Only the commander can spot in any one sector, and the loader is preoccupied. Okay, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep firing the... I'm not gonna fire the main gun. I'm gonna go ahead and fire the coaxial and the bow, and then with the commander I'm not gonna do anything currently. And with the driver I'm gonna go ahead and pivot tank. Let's see if my phone is still recording. This has been going on for quite a while, this battle. Well, it's still recording. Okay, so order segment, movement segment. Okay, tank movement. So we keep being buttoned up. So we pivot our tank. And this is from the old turn. So we pivot our tank here. And then we go ahead and use our firing of, let's see, we fire the coaxial and the bow, and they will be here. And then we're going to go ahead and roll first for the bow MG. That's 1 box of ammo, and no ammo or malfunction for the coaxial. So we go from 14 30 cal boxes to 13, and then we roll on enemy action table. And we roll 38. 38 for... These guys are moved to the right. Come on, that's so annoying. So they're moving to the right. So we put a moving marker and we roll for terrain. And we roll a 2. Let's see here. Terrain, that's going to be woods again. And then we roll on friendly action table. And to kill... light weapons, we would need a 1 to 30, but we have 3 controlled sectors, so that's going to be 1 to 39. And we roll 89, so unfortunately nothing happens. Random events table, 91, that's flanking fire, so we get another shot at the light weapons. This time we need 1 to 49. And nope, it's not gonna happen. We roll 94. Okay, so it's our turn again. And I'm gonna use, first of all, we're gonna spot. We have the spotting phase, so I'll try with the commander. To spot him. He's currently, I believe, the loader can actually do it. So I'll try with the loader first. Loader any one sector. And roll a 6, so he's now spotted. And then I'm gonna use the same order as before, so movement first. And we pivot to tank, and we'll use advanced fire. We roll for the BOMG. No ammo spent, no malfunction, and 79 for this one, so the same. Enemy action phase again. Let's see if this guy's gonna do something. We roll 42. That's gonna be move back. Come on, man. What a chicken. So he moves back, he keeps the moving marker, we remove the spotted marker, and we roll for new terrain, and we roll a 7. A 7 in an A area for infantry is a building. So he retreated from the woods, and he went inside a building. What a coward! We're all on the friendly action table, and we need, let's see if there's any modifiers for buildings. Nope. I cannot see any modifiers for buildings, so still 1 to 39 to take him out. Okay, let's see if I can find the D10. I keep losing it. And roll 48, so that's not that is not enough to take him out. Pardon my clumsiness. We roll now on the random events table, and we roll 100, so flanking fire, so we get another chance to take him out. Come on, this, we have to be able to kill him. Now it's gonna be 1 to 49, and we roll 67. How can we not take out this light infantry? It's crazy. Very annoying indeed. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and drive this time. Move forward, try to get to this guy and take him out. So move forward, and other guys are just gonna keep doing what they're doing. And the commander can direct movement just to avoid any possible accident. And spotting, yeah, we should have done the spotting before, but the loader, you know, didn't fire, so he can attempt to spot. He will spot on a 7 or low. We get a 10, so that actually means the enemy is now hidden, and we can't fire at him, but our friendlies can. Okay, so for actions, we roll on the movement table for moving forward. We get 28. That means no effect, but we will spend 1 fuel. So we go from 20 fuel to 19. All right, and then we fire, advancing fire then with the BOMG and the coaxials. We roll for the BOMG for ammo spender 5, that's 1 ammo box, and 91 with the coaxial. So 1 ammo box, we go from 13 to 12 ammo. So we're running out of ammo and fuel now. And yeah, about movement, we forgot to roll on effect on enemy units. We rolled a 5, so that means you should recheck facing, but infantry do not have facing, so yet again, moving actually doesn't change anything. The movement system in this game is the only thing that I don't like. It is horrible, to be frank. Okay, so we roll again then on enemy action. And we roll 89. And 89, let's check here. Fire at infantry. Okay, so we check enemy fire combat. To kill infantry squad, Spewagen or light infantry at long range 3 or lower. Okay, good luck. Oh, they rolled 6. It's kind of a close one. Friendly action. We need 1 to 39 to take him out. And we're all 60. He's never gonna die. Random events table. 75. That is more enemy reinforcements, and that was what I was afraid for. We have to get that asshole. Pardon my French, before he summons the whole damn Wehrmacht. We're all on the enemy activation table 28, and that is a self-propelled gun. So now we are starting to run into problems. He's gonna spawn in the middle, and he's gonna spawn 6. That is medium range, and facing, which is 8, should be front, I think. Let's see, side actually on an 8, and terrain, which is a 9 in the open. Moving in the open actually on a 9 to 10. So I guess we put a moving marker on him. Okay, that leads us to next battle round, order phase. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and open our hatches now, because I wanna be able to spot that SPG. Or actually, that is not the first thing you do. Is the spotting phase, of course. Sorry to confuse you. Okay, smoke depletion phase, spotting phase. We attempt to spot. The gunner will try first. He needs to roll 7 or lower. He rolls an 8, of course. So we try with the commander, who needs a 6 or lower. And he rolls a 10. So now both of these are hidden, and I can't spot them. That's horrible. Horrible indeed. Okay, what do we do? Do we keep our hatches closed? Tough choice. I think I'll actually keep my hatches closed. And the only difference to my orders is I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna drive forward. So the commander isn't gonna direct anything, and the gunner is gonna change gun load from HE to AP. And they'll fire the machine guns as covering fire as usual. Okay, so no movement phase, or the movement phase is actually that I stop, so I remove the moving marker, and then I go ahead and use my machine guns, and 89 and 4, so we spend 1 30 cal box because we roll lower than 30. We're down to 11 boxes now, and we still have a few hours to go. We still have some traveling here to do. So, yeah, the day is far from over. Okay, and then we do what? There's not much we can do. Okay, change gun loads. We change from HE to AP. And then it's enemy action. So we roll first for the infantry. 59, which is move back. Okay. So the infantry actually now, after that a-hole summons the SPG, he actually retreats. So we don't even get any VP for him. He's like, ho, I did my job. I drew you out so he could ambush you. I don't know why he has a French accent. I guess his French Waffen-SS, the Walloon unit. And then we have the SPG, which is Stug, and he rolls 33. SPG 33 moves to the right. So he's trying to flank us, but the hidden marker is now going away since he moved. So that's at least something good for us. Friendly action to kill the Stug. We need a roll 1 to 39. And roll 84. So that I need a roll of 90 or higher to smoke him. Give him a smoke marker. And we have random events. 71 more reinforcements. Are you serious? Oh my word. Okay, we have more reinforcements. And this time it's 56. So that's more light weapons. Give it a rest. 2. So it's gonna be right in the middle. It's gonna be range 1. I think that is close range. Yes, look at that. Finally my advancing fire. It feels so annoying because it's taking so much time to roll for those gun malfunction and ammo spender. You know, it's quite annoying, but then once you get that, it's very satisfying. So we need to roll to see if he actually has some terrain. We roll a 10. So 10 is for light moving in the open. Infantry targets, a roll of 10 for light weapon means moving in the open. So that's, I think that's gonna make it easier to actually kill him. Okay, so let's look now at our Sherman machine guns versus infantry targets. So first of all, we have the bow MG, which is 20 to kill at close range. Minus crew members rating, and it's the assistant driver William N who's firing, and he has a rating of 6, so the 20 turns into 26. Versus light weapons moving in the open, minus 10, so the 26 turns into a 36. Advancing fire, unfortunately, plus 10, so the 36 then turns back into a 26. 26 it is gonna be. Okay, let's hope we do something good here. Bow MG 26 or lower to kill. And we're all 95, so that's even close to a gun malfunction. Okay, that's unfortunate. We try now with the coaxial, and the coaxial has the same number, almost, it's 25 crew members rating, and in the coaxial we have the gunner, of course, Vince C, who has a 6. So the 25 turns into a 31. Versus light weapons moving in the open, minus 15 instead of minus 10. So the 31 turns into 46. And plus 10 because of advanced fire. So the 46 turns into a 36. So 36 or lower to kill the light weapons. And we're all 19. That is satisfying. I was gonna be, to be honest, seriously pissed if my advanced fire actually didn't kill something. That means actually that is quite a long time ago we got a VP for our tank commander. So Mutin, our tank commander, got his first VP. Okay, and that is the end of our coaxial. So we now go back to, since he was reinforcements, we go back now to start of the battle round. Smoke depletion phase, spotting phase. Okay, my commander is going to try to spot the SPG. We're actually, pardon me, the loader is going to try. And he rolls on 8, so he fails. The commander rolls on 9, so again this guy is hidden. Very unfortunate to be the order phase hatch segment. Okay, let's hope open all our hatches. Or actually, I'm gonna keep them closed because we can still have artillery and stuff like that during the random event. So we'll remove this from the loader. We'll pivot our tank with our driver. So we face the front armor, and we're gonna keep firing the MGs. So movement phase, whoop, and then we'll roll for the bow MG first. Roll 6, that's going to be 1 MG box, spent 76, bow MG and coaxial. So 1 30 cal box, remember, roll less than 30, you spend 1 box. So we should actually spend 1 also for taking that infantry down. We go from 11 to 9. Man, this battle, this is how some battles can drag out forever. That's not super fun, to be honest. Okay, so we have the SPG. I forgot to roll for his facing. He rolled a 7. So facing is going to be side still, and then terrain we roll a 4. Infantry target hull down. So he's actually hull down now to the bastard. Oops. Okay, so then we roll on enemy action. Enemy action, advanced scenario. And roll 92, that can't be good. SPG 92, he's gonna go ahead and fire at the lead tank. And It's 75L at medium range. On a 40 or less, he kills the lead tank. And he rolls 27, so unfortunately for us, there's our first friendly casualty today. One tank for -5 VP. Not good at all. Friendly action table. We need to kill a Stug. We need 1 to 30 and -9, so that's 1 to 39. And we roll 42. That's okay. It's a 2. So we take out the SPG finally. And I'm really hoping now that we're not gonna get more enemy reinforcements. And I mean, I hope you guys aren't thinking I'm cheating when I do it, but when they're up against the wall, I will do it. And if you watch these videos, you will have seen that I have done it, and it wasn't good result. So it is what I will do when they aren't really flat. Okay, we note we have killed an SPG. That is 6 VP. And we roll on random event. And roll 39. And 39 is friendly advance. So we could take over one area. But it doesn't matter because now combat ends. And we flip this one. And go ahead and give ourselves one more VP for a captured area. Now we get to scout ahead. It's medium resistance. Seriously, no way I'm going there, I think. But I don't have much choice. Let's see here. Medium resistance. I'm gonna check the A area then for 15 minutes of time. And we roll a 6, so that's gonna be light. So I'll call in... I'm so tired now after that long battle. I call in artillery and airstrike. So airstrike first. We roll... Actually, it is a little bit cheating because I guess you can you can decide which way you wanna knock it. So okay, we failed that roll. We roll for artillery. Artillery is good. Okay, one more artillery attempt. We roll 2, so we have 2 artillery supports. We move in. That's gonna take us 30 minutes since it's a dirt road. We roll for advanced fire. We'll just re-roll it. 3, that's gonna be 1 MG box. We are down to 8. And 1 HE round, so we're down to 55. And 2 fuel, so we're down to 17. Roll to see if there is combat. Combat will occur on a 7 or higher. We have rolled a 5, so there is no combat. And we get 1 VP for the area. We roll for resistance here in B, and it's going to be light. But we can't move there because we only have 15 more minutes. We roll for artillery then. We get artillery, and that's the end of the day. Okay, I mean, the whole day was uneventful. And then we had that really dragged out battle, just kept going and kept going and kept going, and nothing really happened. I'm very much looking forward to having a 76mm gun so I can start taking some more shots at German vehicles. Because now, you know, you're mainly staying put, but even if you're trying to get closer, you know, you saw nothing really happened. Okay, I think I fought well. So we have an A scenario with a modifier for captured map areas. So for VP, we have scored knocked out light weapons. We have scored a total of 2 VP, 1 from my crew and 1 from friendlies. 1 VP for a knocked out truck from friendlies. 6 VP for a knocked out self-propelled gun from friendlies. 4 for VP for a knocked out 80 gun from friendlies. And then captured areas we have total of 7, which turns into 14. And then for captured exit area we have 10, which turns into 20. We have a -5 because of 1 tank lost. So for territory we have a total of 34 VP. would be 17 without the modifiers. For friendly forces, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 8, 12. And for our tank, we have 1 VP. And that's it. So our total with P here is going to be 34, 35, 47 minus 5. So 42 is our total VP. I think that is okay. I mean, our other VPs have been 34, 44, 54, 44. So yeah, I mean 42 is okay. It's the lowest, but or almost the lowest. Okay, so that is it. Now we're gonna do the fun part, which is roll for our crew members. Let's start with Mutin. Mutin needs a 6 or higher. He rolls a 5, unfortunately. Vince C needs a 7 or higher. He gets a 10. So Vince, my man, you now have 7 in rating. Let's roll for W. Peterson. He gets a 1. J. Irish he's a 5, so he needs 6 or higher. He rolls a 10. So Iris is definitely a better driver now. He has a 6 in rating. And William N., our assistant driver, has a 6 in rating, so he needs a 7 or higher. And he rolls a 3, unfortunately, so that's a no-go. But our combined crew rating now is 6, let's see, 7, 7, that's 14, 20, 26, 32. And once we get our crew rating to 35 or higher, we get to choose our tank. So our goal is to have at least 35 in crew rating for the next refit or for when we lose our current tank. And then we can choose one of those really, really cool jumbos with assault tanks, which were actually only 250 produced, and only about 100 had the 76 modification. And they did that mostly in the field, I believe. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the day. As always, I want to thank you so much for joining me. I'm really looking forward every day to doing a new episode of Patton's Best. Even though it was quite an uneventful day, I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope that you enjoyed joining me. And I hope, of course, that we're going to have more action in the future, but I also hope I'm going to have another tank so I can do some more damage and not think so defensively about what to do on the movement board and on the battle board. Okay, guys, well, stay tuned to the next episode, and if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so, and don't forget to comment, like, and share. Okay, see you next time.